Yo, it's me. Hey, look, this one's kind of gonna be kind of close to the heart because it's about the county that I grew up in, Nottoway, Virginia. I grew up in Burkeville. I was born in Philadelphia, so-called Cradle of Liberty, but I grew up because that was my parents' home in Nottoway County, Burkeville, Virginia. Uh, Basically through the late 50s, early 60s. Went to school there, graduated from high school there, 1976. So I know about the area and I know its history. And there's something going on there this weekend that's like really ripping at my last nerve. It's an organization called Sons of Confederate Veterans. They celebrate the Confederate lifestyle, the Southern lifestyle, I guess you would say the antebellum. Maybe that's equivalent to Make America Great Again. But they try to say it's all about celebrating. It's not about what the Confederacy really stood for. And I find that really hard to believe because we all know, especially people that grew up a little while ago. These kids today, they're not getting the full story, and unless we tell them, they never will. And that's why they're talking about all the CRT and wokeism, because they want to spoon feed it to them so they can mold their little minds, and they'll never know the real truth. But yet and still, in Blackstone in 2023, in April 21st, that's Friday. It's going to happen Saturday and Sunday. This convention of people that stood up, the Vice President of the Confederacy removed all doubt what the Civil War was all about, what the Confederacy was all about. We're here to fight for our right to preserve the right to enslave people. That's all this is about. So now we fast forward to 2023, and we have to wonder if that's what you said you're celebrating, the Confederacy. That's what the Confederacy was about. So are you really, maybe from the back of your feeble little minds, celebrating the hope, the chance that maybe you can reinstate slavery? And if you do, who are you coming after? I guess we don't really have to guess. We all know. It's been a constant. This is why racism has continued to never ever go away in this country. It's because of all this little bullshit. A lot of people, conservatives come out and say, "Oh, black people are too touchy. They should forget." How the hell are you going to forget when every time you turn around, in the town you live in the county you live in the place that you call home, you got living representation of a time when your ancestors were enslaved on American soil, and we still call ourselves Americans? I don't know if I don't know about you, but, and I'm not saying that just white people, because there's a lot of black people that mentally just don't get it. We would love to forget, but you never let us forget because you keep still doing stupid shit like this. These people are gonna run around, wave their flags, talk their rhetoric, and it's gonna happen in a town that has enough problems between the races to start with. The county board of supervisors is like the Eric Mays show in Flint, Michigan. And they don't hide nothing. We all know that some epithets would like to be thrown in, and maybe have been thrown in closed session. We don't know. You got a radical wing of the Republican Party having Trump parades, and trying to introduce bills or regulations bringing up LGBTQ. Now, Nottoway has always had its share of people that express their own sexual identity, and it was never a problem till 4 or 5 years ago. And now it's like a major thing. It's like they're contaminating our space. They're not contaminating shit. The shit that comes out of your mouths is contaminating Nottoway County. This uprise, this bubbling like a cankerous sword of racism just spewing across the land. I guess, we don't have any right to expect that it couldn't hit Nottoway County because it's always been there. Burkeville, Burke's Tavern, biggest slave market in that portion of the state. The town of Burkeville was named after Burke's Tavern. Civil War, they had the Confederate Hospital in Crewe, Virginia. I'm not saying that they don't need a place for to take care of the wounded and dying, but that was right there in Crewe, and that's what the Confederacy stood for in Crewe. Nottoway County has 2 lynchings in its history, and that doesn't include all the black people that were legally executed, supposedly, before the executions were moved to Richmond. The history is there. Trying not to teach it is only making the problem worse, because these generations have no understanding of why you talk the shit that you do teach, that you talk, because you whitewash history. You make it seem that everything that you did had a reason to be alright. We know that tobacco was king, and y'all didn't want to work them fucking fields, and that's why, you brought over slaves from Africa. And we understand that this is where the ethnic heritage for black Americans begins. You tell us to forget. We can't forget where we came from. You don't want to teach us about it, but we got to talk to our descendants about it if you won't teach it. But yet, so you still want to tell us to forget, but you allow this dumb shit to occur April 21st to the 23rd in 2023 in the town of Blackstone, Virginia. What are we supposed to think? On one side, you tell us it's going to be okay and we working on it, and on the other side, you say, hey, look at this. We still in charge. These people still have relevance. We're going to turn over the town to them for a whole damn weekend and let them do their thing and talk shit about y'all. And you expect us to do absolutely nothing. Well, I know I can't get there physically, but I see that there's, some things going on. I hope they all come out peaceful. But I hope that, this video will draw some attention to the crazy shit that's going on in Blackstone. I mean, y'all just trying to bring back the Confederacy. Let's be honest about it. And I'm not saying that the town is sponsoring this, but they ain't doing a whole lot to stop it. Yes, there's the First Amendment, but they don't have to talk this shit in Blackstone. Put them out in the field somewhere. Let the Klan join them. They'll have a big, all Confederate picnic. I don't know. And this facility that, they knew what they were booking when they came. They had a place called the Inn. It's a converted venue, conference, wedding venue type thing. Used to be the Blackstone Girls College. They're not playing no more. They're not trying to hide anything. They're not trying to sugarcoat anything. They putting it out there wide open in front of you. They coming at the throats of black people and white people that don't want to see the shit continue. They coming at the throats of people that don't look like them. They probably mad because they took the name of Fort Pickett away. Confederate general succeeded from the Union, tried to overthrow the country, tried to dissolve the Union, did dissolve it for about 4 years, lost that war. But yet and still, we've had a U.S. Army base that has gone through basically all the world wars, Vietnam, Afghanistan, named after a loser that tried to throw over the country to perpetuate slavery. I'll admit, I don't even know who the Barfoot is. I looked it up, wasn't impressed, but I don't care. It's no longer Pickett. The thing is, stop acting like you can control people's minds. You can make shit go away. You can rewrite history to make it come out your way, where you're on top and therefore have the power. It's time for the madness to end. It's time for the hallucination, the dreams to be shattered. Y'all need to get a grip and forget about this return to, I guess you want to say, make America great again. And if that's what you think, that's when you think America is great, you got a whole nother thing coming. Well, that's about it from me, Uncle Ricky. I'm going to say peace out and God bless, and y'all keep up the good fight. Nottoway County, Virginia. See you.